So, a little over a year ago, we moved into a house, and I've been slowly over the course of a year trying to upgrade and improve my nail and crafting room to what it is now. So, I'm going to go through and show you guys how I went from A to Z to make this little crafting storage area. This is not going to be a nail room tour, it's simply going to be how I created this station. So, if that's something you want to watch, then keep on watching. So I want to take you guys through time with me to look at my storage and how it's evolved. I went from makeup bags to this container that I got from Joann's. I believe I got it on sale for like $35, but full price, man, it's a pretty expensive carrying case, which is great for traveling if you like to take your dip powder on the go or go to a friend's house and do nails together. So I think it is great for that, but not if you plan on having more than 30 jars of dip powder in your storage, because as you can see by this video, it is pretty limiting in space, but I still think it's great for small collectors or for traveling. The following year, I upgraded. I got a apartment that had a built-in desk and it had shelving above it, and then I had rolling carts behind me, so that's where I stored all of my dip powder. And then finally, the following year in 2020, we moved into a house. So there was a spare bedroom that I was able to set up as my nail and crafting room. And I'm really excited. I got to repaint all of the walls. This is like literally like 2 weeks of being in this house and how messy it looks. But this is what I was working with. It took me over a year to make this room what I wanted it to be, and I'm still not 100% there, but I'm pretty happy with how it's progressed. So I did paint the walls from this green over to this light gray, and I love how the walls turned out. I didn't want them to be white. I feel like that's a little too bright. And then in January, here's an update of my room. I did put in some bookcases here, the cube storages. I did get an exercise bike. I do actually use it. Yes, I do. And then finally now I bought a lot, and I mean a lot, of Alex drawers from Ikea. And there's my cat right there on the side. So I decided to go ahead and build all of these Alex drawers, and it looks crazy, but I'm a crafter, and I found this YouTube channel called A Card Day's Work, and she's a crafter, and she just showed off her setup in one part of her crafting room, and I fell in love. And this is her setup. And I knew instantly that this is exactly what I needed, what I wanted, and I had to recreate it. So I'm going to show you guys how I recreated it, but I'll link her video so you can follow it too. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys on a little journey of my nail room and its current status, because it's pretty bad. But I have my countertop being delivered today. I'm so excited because I finally get to set this whole Alex drawer situation up, because my countertop is arriving today. But that doesn't mean I get to set it up today. That just means I get to prep the countertop. So hold on. All right, so the way that this looks is that's my door to come in the room. And I plan on having all of this right here, right when you come in the door. Don't worry, there's enough space to walk. I might move that, not sure yet. Anyways, there's my beautiful rug. Thank you, Pinterest, for showing me that rug. So when you walk in here, there's going to be a full wall of Alex drawers. Before you call me crazy, they're not full. Those are like halfway full. If you want to call it halfway full, I could take half of it, put it in there, and boom, boom, one's full. And that one is like 3/4 of the way full, and the rest are empty. So the way I intend to have this is I'm going to put my countertop right on top. The only problem is I have to cut it down to size because it's a little too large for the dimensions that I need here. And the countertop is literally going to go from left to right. There's going to be this space right here. The countertop is obviously going to cover that, hide that gap in the back. And then these two units right here are going to be placed right on top. Yes. So it's going to look kind of like of an entertainment center, because it's going to have two towers on the left. You're going to have storage on the bottom, and this whole center area is going to be empty. So what I meant by prep work is I had to seal in the countertop. It comes with a honey stain on it, so I didn't have to stain it, but I did use a wood bowl finish in order to seal in the countertop, and I had to do that within 48 hours of unpacking it. So I made sure to do that. I did a total of 3 coats on both sides, and I love the way it turned out. So then I had to take apart all of these cubbies, take everything out of it, clean it all up, and start moving it over on top of my little system over here on the right-hand side. And yeah, so I had to dust it, obviously. It's kind of dusty, and put everything back where I wanted it. It's still not 100% the way that I want it, but I really do like the way it turned out and the way it looks. So I bought these little bins from Walmart, and I have my gel polishes here too, and I wanted to hang up some shelves the same way that a Card Day's Work has hers set up. So I just set up some shelves that I got from Ikea, and man, it takes a while to measure to get the distance right, to make sure it's centered and everything. But I made sure all of that was set up so that I could hang all of my stuff, like all my decorative items on top, and then that way the area where the countertop is could have all of my, I don't know, my gel polishes and other stuff that I wanted. I also went and bought some sliding drawers from Ikea that you can actually install in these cubby shelves. So that's what I'm installing right now. It's not really that easy to install, but they were so worth it because I've been using them for about a month now, and I think they are incredible. So this is the finished look and reveal. I did add a couple things after taking this photo, but I'm very proud of how this turned out, and thank you so much, A Card Day's Work, for your inspiration. I drew obviously heavily from her setup, and I love, love, love how this storage setup turned out. So I know that this wasn't a room tour or a reveal or anything, just showing you guys how I set up this storage solution for myself. So if you guys would like a room tour or even a desk tour or something of that nature, or even an organizational video, shout out in the comments below and let me know what you're looking forward to me doing next. I'm sorry that I had to break these videos up into smaller videos. It just would have been too long to do it into one long video.